Now, in the video we did regarding finalising competitive group stages and populating semi-finals, we mentioned about checking the league tables, and I'm just going to show you why. Now, if you're not familiar with how plate semi-finals and cup semi-finals are populated, we have in this particular situation we have a group A and a group B. So semi-final one and semi-final two are populated by semi-final one would be Group A position three would play Group B position four. Plate semi-final two would be Group A Division four would play Group B Division three. Cup semi-final would be Cup semi-final one would be one v two, and then Cup semi-final two would be two v one. So with the situation you can face when you've done all of these, if you don't check the league tables, is especially in competitive, because obviously it really matters to teams where they get placed, especially when they go through to the knockout rounds. So in the league table, I'm just going to prove a point here. If we come to here and we look at this group here, so these two teams are joint position first, joint first position. So in as it stands at the moment, if we just process this, TourneyPro juniors would play TourneyPro blue because they're second, and then in here they're first. Now TourneyPro Colts would play TourneyPro black in Group B. Um, Now in this situation here, in the background, this is populated by um, points, goal difference, um, head to head, and goals for. Now, as you can see in this instance, these are literally all the same. And if I check TourneyPro Juniors and TourneyPro Colts, they're head to head. TourneyPro Colts from the TourneyPro Junior screen, they drew 2-2. So the head to head's exactly the same as well. So this is where your tournament organisers come in and say, right, we need to create a weighting for this. So we need to weight the result one way or another. So generally speaking, people might do penalty kicks. So they might take penalties, best of three, the usual. They might just toss a coin for it, draw, straws out of a hat, anything like that, just to weight it. However, you need to be able to adjust this manually. So once, however, the tournament organisers, you yourselves decide to weight this, whether it's a penalty shootout between juniors and Colts, let's just say it is for now, and let's say that Colts win. So we would technically then say that the Colts should be number one because they beat the juniors. So we will now manually adjust these positions. So we will say we're going to manually adjust this group. Colts actually won and beat juniors on penalties, so they should be above juniors. So we're just going to drag and drop it, save the positions. So now you can see Colts are at the top, juniors are second, and it tells you here that manually that the manual positions has been activated and who it was activated by in this league. So now you'll find that when we go back to the divisions and finalise it, you'll find that Colts will now be playing blue. Okay, so the Colts will now play blue. So when we go back to the game schedule and we now finalise the semi-finals, we'll say Colts will be playing blue. So where are we? There's Colts there, and there's blue there. So this was a cup semi-final. So position one in Group A versus position two in Group B, and then this will be position two in Group A, will be position two in Group B, and this will be 3-4, 4-3. So that is how you weight that. And again, you go through, add the scores, and then the finals get populated as well. But I just wanted to clarify at this stage just how important it is to make sure that you check league tables before you populate these. if you find, as I said in the video before, if you populate all of this and then someone comes in and says that's not right, just to reiterate, you can come back up to divisions, you can uncheck this finalized tab, and then when you go back to the game schedule, you'll see that those semi-finals have been unpopulated. And then if, for example, let's just say that you got this wrong and um, blue should have been above black and you manually adjusted it incorrectly, we can do that. So now blue is now above black. So blue will now be, actually, is that going to be blue versus blue? Is it blue versus black? Oh, so no, sorry, it'll be Colts versus black. It will be rather than Colts versus blue, which it was originally. So now, if we go back to the game schedule, it should now be Colts versus black once we populate these again. So as we come down here, Colts versus black. So there you go. That's how you can manually weight a league if you find that all the points and goal differences and everything else are exactly the same. So yeah, that's quite straightforward as well. So all good. See you on the next video.